Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. It was heavily requested by some of my channel members, so happy to do it. And we'll start straight away. So Algorand currently at a little bit of a tipping point, and we're going to take a look at that. If you remember, maybe you remember, we've been talking about Algorand when it was before it actually broke out. I think somewhere here at around 115, 112, I made my first video about Algorand is going to break out big. Breaking out of that, there was a cup and handle formation here, I think. It's sort of lost in perspective now a little bit. But there you go, you had a bit of a cup and handle here forming. I did say about breaking that level here, you know, it looked like a breakout. Then we came down once more, but essentially we broke out. So that's where we came from actually. And we moved all the way up to 250, even a little bit higher. Then we came all the way down. But where did we come down to? Well, we came down all the way here to this ascending trend line. And again, if you follow me on my videos here on this channel, you'll know this trend line. It is one that we can see with so many other cryptocurrencies. It's a bit special, I think, with looks a bit special with Algorand, because with most other cryptos you can just sort of extend the trend line here to somewhere at the beginning here, end of August. Or even end of July. You can see here clearly that Algorand is a bit later than many of the other cryptos, because many of the other cryptos actually started here end of July with an uptrend. Well, and you can see a turning point here, but it was so slow in the beginning, didn't really move. So Algorand was really slow. And at that point, that was my justification for making that video here, that Algorand, guys, has a lot to catch up. And there we go. So my view on Algorand is extremely bullish, right? Extremely bullish. Great fundamentals. Sorry, great fundamentals. The technology is used by countries as well. For example, El Salvador. They cooperate with Algorand, and they have a bit of a weird tokenomics thing going on here, where whenever the price dropped deeply, we had this situation, I think, that some of the original investors could actually get rid of some of their coins at a profit, so they did. Last time we saw that pattern here when the price dropped that significantly, that was back here. It was in February, but after that the price increased over the last couple of months, nearly back to that level. So what I would expect now, I mean, we've come all the way down here, and again here when we were here on the 29th of September, before we broke to the upside of that triangle here. Again, I made you aware that a breakout is coming. So it happened, and we came up from all the way here, 150, 160 to the $2.11 level. To be honest, I can't remember now if that was the price target I gave you, but we came up significantly. And if we follow the same pattern we did like in February, then over the last couple of months, we probably will see some further price increases. That's what I am looking for. That's what I expect. And please don't see that as you know, financial advice. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. Everybody needs to come to their own conclusions by taking into account different, you know, information sources. You know, come to your own conclusions. But on this channel, we've been fairly accurate with calling out the developments on the Algorand chart, which doesn't need to mean that it's going forward like that as well. You know, it's sometimes hard to make certain predictions, especially as at the moment times are a bit uncertain, but you know, we can clearly see that Algorand now is at a tipping point. You can see again another triangle here, triangles over triangles on these crypto charts, but we can see it very clearly again, another triangle. And to take a look at that, we're going to take a look at the hour chart. But before we do that, just want to make you aware here of the RSI. We are still in the bullish range, which is good. On the ADX, the trend indicator, we are sort of still in a sideways move. The ADX, the white line, is below 20, which means sideways move, consolidation, which you can see here. But the green line is giving us a long signal. So as soon as the white line is going above 20, I think that could be a buy signal. And we've got here on the MACD, just about sort of at a tipping point as well, maybe just about to make a bullish cross. And that will happen if the price moves up. But overall, I think it's not looking too bad. We've got scope now on the RSI to go to the upside. We are far away from the 70 line. We are in this triangle here. And let's take a look on the 1 hour chart. about what we can see and if we can see anything in more detail. But we are currently at a tipping point because we are currently touching that lower trend line, the ascending trend line of that triangle. And let me just zoom out a little bit. There you go. You can see that triangle here. We are currently at a tipping point. We are at making lower highs here. Yes, we are making higher lows as well, but we are at this tipping point. If we lose that, and we're still within the triangle, but if we lose that just at this moment at 183, 184, if we lose that, we could come down to that trend line, in my opinion, or maybe in the first instance down to 175 here. Yeah, 174, 175, maybe even 170 down here. But if we drop below that, we can come down here to the, that is 170 pretty much, to the 170 level. Yeah, 175, I would say. If we lose that, we come down to 170. Don't see us losing that line here. That ascending trend line is quite a significant one. So if that, just looking at the height of that triangle, potential target, I put it here. If we break to the upside, somewhere here, we should see prices of 220, 230, sorry, 225. Yeah, if we drop down, we could come down all the way to that Fibonacci retracement level where we found support before. I think that was a 0.5. Let me go back to the 4-hour chart to zoom out a little bit more. Well, let me go back to the daily. I think I zoomed it. I moved it to the left quite far. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's not even a Fibonacci on the chart, right? No, that is just a support level I put on here. Don't have the Fibonacci on the chart, but yeah, it would be here, that 150 level. I think that was also a Fibonacci retracement level. I would need to put it on the chart again now, but yeah, I think it was. So yeah, you've got the 174, 175, 170, 150, right? Roughly. And if we go up, as I said, we could come all the way up here to these levels. I think we've got an important one here, which is at the 205, $2.05. Then we've got a level here at $2.16. The target of that triangle would get us actually to up to 225. And, you know, at these points, I think if we break here to the upside, I think we're going to climb the ladder and make another attempt to break above the 255 fairly soon. And, you know, we're not talking days, but we're talking weeks, maybe 1 or 2 months, you know, to get back up. I think it's looking good, uptrend, you know, above all the moving averages now, even above the 20-day moving average here, providing close support as well. The 50 does. The 50 is quite close to that ascending trend line, and we've made a golden cross. It's not looking bad for Algorand, to be honest. Very good long term, but also potentially for a short term trade. If we see the breakout above that descending trend line, which I don't think I gave you the today, you know, should the breakout happen today, that would be a breakout above 194, 195. But currently we're testing the lower support of that. Right, hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.